Welcome to my video of building a computer device. This is my hardware course project for spring 2018 at OSU IT. My name is Clarella Griffin. The first part of my video will just be the parts that are needed to build the tablet. Here we are at the very beginning. Opening the box to start the project. Took all the parts out of the box, and this is what we have. All the pieces needed to put the tablet together. The speakers, the camera frame, the button covers, the power button, the decorative pieces for the tablet, the Wi-Fi antenna, the brackets to install the touch screen, a TF card, a camera glass for the camera, a decorative piece for the camera, Wi-Fi antenna. Here's an up-close view of the camera. You can see the back camera here, the part that plugs into the motherboard, and the back of the front camera. Here are the power cords, a wall charger, and also a cord so you can charge your tablet with a PC or a laptop. Here are the speakers for the tablet. 2 speakers that have to be soldered to the motherboard. Here we have the tablet front glass, which is a part of the touch screen. Here's also the touch screen with the connection. And here's a thermal graphite conductive sheet that goes over the CPU on the motherboard. Here's a picture of the back of the motherboard and the battery. Here's another picture of the touch screen before I took it out of the wrapper. Now we're going to start the installation of all these parts and see if I can make a tablet. Here's the start of the installation. First I put the touch screen into the front glass. Then I started applying the brackets to hold the touch screen into place. Little tiny screws to hold the little brackets. The brackets held the touch screen down. Then I realized that I could not install the power buttons or the covers for the power buttons with the touch screen installed. So I had to take everything apart, unscrew everything, take everything out, make sure I didn't lose any parts, and install the power button and the volume on and off with the little screws provided. Make sure they went in the right parts, installed the button covers, and then put the touch screen back in, installed the brackets again, make sure everything was lined up, not too tight, but solid. Then this picture on the left is of everything lined up, making sure you can plug in the cords and everything. There's another picture of the volume control bar and the on and off button installed, and the motherboard's also installed in this picture. Then I installed 3 screws into the motherboard to hold it to the front frame with the touch screen in between. They're very tiny screws. Then I soldered the TF cardboard to the motherboard. You can see that in the picture here. another picture of the TF cardboard installed and the motherboard attached to the touchscreen display. Yes, I soldered the TF card. Yes, I found out later I was not supposed to solder that. Here's a thermographic sheet that I've placed on the CPU, lined it up with the bottom right corner. Then I began to install the camera. On the left side, the picture there shows where the decorative piece for the front camera goes. Well, not really a decorative piece, but the frame for the front camera goes in the left-hand picture. And the right-hand picture is the back of the tablet and the back camera installed. I'm still working on installing them here, getting it all lined up right. I plugged the camera into this slot on the motherboard. Now everything's installed here, a close-up picture. I've installed the decorative piece for the back camera and soldered the back side in a couple of places so that it wouldn't fall out. Now I'm soldering the Wi-Fi antenna to the motherboard. Soldering was a new experience. I got a lot of extra solder, I think, but it still worked. There, both wires for the Wi-Fi antenna are soldered to the motherboard, and in the right-hand picture, the Wi-Fi antenna is installed in the little slot on the front frame. Next, I soldered the speakers to the motherboard. There were 4 wires for the speakers, 2 for each speaker. I soldered those to the motherboard, and then I placed the little wire speaker covers on the inside of the back tablet. Here's a close-up of the soldering of the speakers. Now I'm getting ready to install the battery. It has to be the last piece that you install. I lined up the battery and taped down the wires so they didn't touch anything they weren't supposed to touch. And then I soldered the battery wires to the motherboard. Now everything's installed inside the tablet. There's the battery, the motherboard, the Wi-Fi antenna, the speakers, the power buttons, the camera. Everything's installed, and I'm ready to line up the camera with the back side of the tablet and close it up. Here I am lining up the back camera with the camera on the motherboard. I'm going to close up the tablet. Now I've plugged in the power cord and I'm charging up the tablet. The battery symbol is there, so I hope that means it's working. I've got my fingers crossed that everything works inside the tablet. There it is. The tablet is booting up. It says Tablet PC. Keep moving forward. I got it turned on. I took a few pictures, made sure the camera worked. I made sure the on and off buttons worked. I found a game installed on the tablet, Candy Crush. I played that for a minute or two, and everything worked. The sound played. I'm happy. Everything came on. I think the tablet is working perfectly. Thank you for watching my video of building a tablet PC. I hope it wasn't too bad. This is the first time I've ever done a PowerPoint or a video. This is by Clara Griffin, a new student at OSU IT, and thank you very much.